everyone and welcome back to my channel. I was just reviewing my how to clean your microwave video, and I saw that I had said, like, as I was rambling, you know me, I ramble and then words come out. And sometimes it always makes sense. So I was just like looking through that, and I saw that I had quickly been like, oh yeah, my underarms, I'm not a gross person. The reason I don't shave them is blah, blah, blah. And I just wanted to like come on here quickly and review what I had said and why I said it like that and what I really meant by it. Because sometimes you say like one word and inside you have 20 that you didn't say. So when everyone can see I don't have shaved armpits. Oh my god! You can all freak out now. I also don't have shaved legs. It's wonderful. It's me. That's like my own choice, and that's what I've decided to do. And so when I said, oh my god, I have unshaved arms, I'm not a gross person, I did not mean to give the impression that people who don't shave their arms are gross, because I went on to say like why I don't shave mine currently is because right now I've been having a lot of metal sensitivities. Like even like if I eat like soup and the spoon rubs against my side lip, I'll get a sore. So I actually use a plastic spoon when eating soup. Right now I am really sensitive to metals, and also I got some electrolysis done, and you're not really supposed to shave when you're doing electrolysis. So I then gave reasons as to why I personally don't shave. But that did not give the right impression to the word gross. I feel like it left it hanging as if you don't have a reason, like a good reason as to why you're not shaving your arms, then you're gross. Like, I'm afraid I might have given that impression, and I just wanted to not give that impression. I choose not to shave my legs because of my metal sensitivity as well. But at the end of the day, if you choose not to shave your legs or not to shave your armpits because you just don't want to, that doesn't make you a gross person. It's a completely fine choice. It's your choice. It's up to you. It's your body. You know what I mean? Like, and people are like, oh my god, what about your boyfriend? Well, clearly a woman who makes that choice is going to find a man who doesn't care. So we'll just move on with life on that subject. Because I see a lot of comments like that, because I do follow some women who don't shave, and they get comments like that, and it's kind of like, well, it's sort of like being like, well, what if you own a cat and your boyfriend doesn't like cats? You're like, well, I'm just gonna, what? You're gonna find someone in life who is compatible with you. So I wouldn't worry about that if you are thinking about making the choice to not shave. Don't worry about that. You'll find someone compatible with you. In my personal state in life, I do shave on occasion, and I am working towards not having hair through electrolysis. So I'm sort of in the middle of the two. The reason I said I'm not a gross person, what was going through my head was I'm not insanitary, which I'm not the nicest person to myself. I don't think I would ever be like, oh my god, you're so gross. But I'll definitely say that to myself. I'll definitely call myself gross. And that is terms and terminology that I have used with myself in the past. So when you do struggle with depression and mental health issues, your sanitation level can go down a lot. And that's not really something that people like to talk about because it's very, very embarrassing. But one of the things that doctors keep track of and do ask you when you are extremely depressed is, so are you showering? Are you washing your hair? Are you brushing your teeth? Are you, putting on your deodorant? Are you shaving? Are you doing the standard normal hygienic routines that you would normally do if you were mentally feeling better? And these are things that you need to keep up with to ensure a healthy lifestyle, right? So if you have buildup on your teeth, you can get infections, you can have throat issues, there's all sorts of things like that. And it's also just part of loving yourself, and even when you're really depressed, telling yourself that you're at least worth, you know, washing, you're at least worth taking to the shower and cleaning yourself up. And I personally have been there where I don't feel like I'm worth that, like it's not even worth it, that it's not anything to do. So that's what I meant when I was like, oh, my armpits are shaved, but don't worry, I'm not a gross person. What I was thinking in my head with my like negative narrative of using the word gross because I'm not nice to myself is I was thinking, oh yeah, you guys are saying that my arms aren't shaved, but don't worry, I'm not so depressed that I'm being insanitary. Like, don't worry about my mental health, I'm not that bad off. Because I do think that if you do know someone who is that bad off, they are in need of help and encouragement and love, and you should pay attention to that. Paying attention to someone's hygiene can give you a lot of insight into how they feel about themselves. So that's what I was trying to say. And because I just like threw it in there really quick and I blabber on, as you all know, I feel like it came across the wrong way. Yeah, as I said, I follow other women who choose not to shave just because they don't want to shave. They're like, no thanks, I don't feel like it, it's not me. So it's their body, it's their choice, and there really is no argument against it. Like, if you're like, oh, well, how do partners feel about not shaving? Well, I don't know. I'm sure they'll find partners who don't care that they don't shave. And when it comes to someone, yeah, who like me, who doesn't shave for a different reason, for a medical reason, or for a situation in life reason, or whatever the reason is, if there's a reason, then there's a reason. And if you are being rude about it, then you're just not, you're kind of just being a jerk. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm rambling again. I don't think I'm making any sense, and I'll have to make another video explaining what I mean now. So I should just stop rambling. But I'm just sitting in my chair, which I can now sit on, guys. The house tour reveal is coming soon. I'm so excited. But I do have I have some more work to do. But like things like this, I'm taking joy in them. Like I'm sitting here. It's sort of like my bed kind of area. I don't know about you guys. Tell me in the comments below if you are a bed grabber type person. Like, I have things that like I need around me or at nighttime. I'm like blocking my face. Like I just like do. I don't know. I don't know. I keep like my medication up there, and then my water. I'm such a water. I'm like, I need my water at night. I'm like a kid who needs a glass of water before they go to bed, and then. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a bed person. I need to work on that because I feel like very cluttered with it around me. So maybe I can figure out a cleaner way to do that. But anyways, yes. So that is what I meant by my comment. And oh, last thought, be nice to yourself. It's really hard when you self-reflect and you don't have good sanitation or hygienic levels because of your depression. It's really easy to be like, oh my God, you are such a gross person. But guess what? That doesn't make you feel any better about yourself. And you sort of just wallow there in the insanitariness. So I do encourage you to use kind words to yourself and yeah, work on that. So anyways, that was just my explanation video. Yeah, I will see you, I think the next video, which I might put up before this one, or I might put all three of these up, is the second part to the cleaning out the microwave, which actually has turned out to be harder than I thought it was going to be. Can I just say that cat food sticks to your microwave? I have to heat up the cat food, my cat's cat food, so he can smell it, because his little smeller doesn't work, and then he doesn't eat if he can't smell it. So yeah, that stuff is sticky. It's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Anyways, I will catch you all later, and just remember to respect other people's choices, and if you find it gross, look away. I mean, there's some things obviously that are like, you know, we don't, you know, we use restrooms, we don't, there's certain things that are gross that you don't do in public, but I'm gonna let you in on a secret and tell you that being overweight or not shaving are not in that category. So I do see a lot of comments online as I'm online and I'm on YouTube, and people are like, oh my god, you're so gross, your chub is showing, or oh my god, you're so gross, your hair is showing. And it's like, it's not. I mean, if you find it gross, like, that's okay. You have every right to your own opinion about what you do and do not find attractive. Absolutely. You can definitely think someone's gross, but keep it to yourself, because if you don't keep it to yourself, then you're being mean. Like, there's nothing productive with it. Make your own choices in your own life that respect your opinions, right? So if you don't like someone who is on the larger side or who does not shave, then just don't date them. Like, that's my opinion. Like, just, you have every right to not engage with them. That's fine, but keep it to yourself. You know what I mean? You don't need to walk up to a random stranger and tell them they're gross. And I think that's something, I know this video, I ramble too much again with the rambling. I feel like on the subject, it's like, because it's the internet, people feel like it's a place to, like, oh, don't be on the internet if you don't want comments. Yes and no. I think people do want discussion, and they want opinions, and they want comments. Definitely that is desired. But there is also a level of just being online is like being at a coffee shop. You go out in public, you dress the way you do, you weigh the way you weigh, you weigh the way, you weigh the weight you do, you do or do not wear makeup, you do or do not shave, and you go to a coffee shop and you grab a cup of coffee and you sit there and you drink it. And people can see you. Okay, so that's like the internet. I make a video, I weigh the weight I do, I look the way I do or do not shave. I'm me, and I'm not in a coffee shop, I'm on the internet. Yeah. So, I mean, if you do really feel like you're the type of person who would walk up to a random stranger and be like, hey, listen, I'm, you know, into health and fitness, and I really feel like called on my heart to talk to you about your weight or the weight of your child. I personally would never do that, but, you know, maybe some people do feel called to do that, and they find an appropriate way to address the subject. Maybe. I don't know. But you're definitely not going to walk up to someone in a coffee shop and be like, you're so fat in that shirt. Like, that's just not something we do in public. And if you did, like, everyone would be like, you might be kicked out of the coffee shop. You might not be allowed to come back into the coffee shop. So just, you know, pretend that the internet is your local coffee shop. Okay, just pretend that it's your local coffee shop, and I guarantee it will be a happier place. All right, that's it. I could rant on that forever. Anyways, I hope it made sense, because I don't want to make another explanation video. All right, I'll catch you all later.